I'm going to kick off with, what do you, real life Leanne, admire most about the character of Leanne? Because obviously they're technically different entities.
I know, my darling, and I have to remind myself of that. I love her perseverance and her grit and being able to, honey, take a bad situation and make the best out of it. That's what I admire about her.
Yeah, in real life, do you consider yourself a forgiving person?
Yes, my darling. And that was important for me in this show. I want there to be that. And yes, I do. I feel like I'm a forgiving. I can hold a grudge for a little while, but then, I don't want it to eat me alive.
Very fair. They don't deserve to live rent-free in the brain. What was the most unexpected thing about adjusting to performing for sitcom logistics?
Okay, honey, everything. All right. Because I've done stand-up for 25 years.
Right.
And I do feel like I have comedy time, and thank goodness, because I needed that to do this sitcom. But camera blocking, like learning all that, I didn't know what any of that was. Learning a script every week. Because people say to me, oh, well, Lynn, you get up and you talk for an hour and a half on stage live. You remember that? And I go, yeah, but I wrote that and I lived it. Learning somebody else's words. Almost every episode, I'm in every scene. So that was a big adjustment. But all of it was a huge learning curve. But I ended up enjoying it and settling into it.
Yeah, I'm also curious, what changed the most from the first version of the sitcom y'all were kind of discussing and was percolating your brain to the one we finally end up getting to see on screen?
Well, Chuck Lorre was the one who came to me with the idea, the premise of that my husband has walked off and left me after 30-something years. And at first I kind of bucked it because I'm not, that has not happened to me in real life. But then how smart was he? Because I don't want it based on my real life. That'd be weird. That'd be a reality show. And we're so boring. You would not believe. We look like hoarders at home. It would not have worked. But then later, you can tell with sitcoms, and they told me this because we had 16 episodes, that we will know where those characters go, and it develops over time as we're doing it. And so, yes, she's had a catastrophe happen in her life, but she's excited now about what's going to happen, and all these people in her life are helping her get through it. So all of it kind of morphed over time.
Yeah, it was really interesting to watch some episodes take place immediately after each other, because I don't think that we get to see that in sitcoms that often, It's usually a huge amount of time has passed. I would love to know, how do you define personal success now, and how has that changed from early in your life?
Oh, my darling, well, you smart thing asking me that. Let me think. Personal success now. Let me tell you that I struggled for, 20 years in stand-up, but I was getting to raise my children, and I put my children first. And so now, for them to be grown and to be the human beings that they are, who are precious, and then the timing of this, for this to happen to me in my 50s, when I am a grandmother, and now we can enjoy all of this as a family instead of me sacrificing and not getting to raise them. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is the ultimate, is that this has happened to me at this time in my life where I got them raised, and now it's my time, but everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah. Have they seen the show?
They've seen some episodes, and they came out, because I was living in LA and I'm from Knoxville. And so they would come out and see episodes. And let me tell you that they would everybody was amazed by it. Every episode I was amazed by it. I was like, do I have a television show? Every time I drove up on that lot, it would say Leanne, all the parking spaces. And I'm thinking, oh, she spells her name like I do. Wonder who that is. It took forever for me to sink in that I had a show. I still pinch myself.
That's amazing. This is my time. Congratulations on the show. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you, you doll.